Hello, everybody. I am currently looking for my live here. There I am. I was on here a minute ago. Well, I was on for like 3 minutes, and I was like, why can't I find my live? What is happening? And I realized I didn't set it to public, so it was unlisted. So here I am. So hello, everybody. This was so I could grab a picture, but I want to walk you through all of the projects that we did at our paper party over the weekend. So on Friday and Saturday and Sunday morning, I was doing my paper party, and I wanted to show you the projects and all of the things that we did and made and how much fun we had. It was a lot. I always loved the paper parties. I feel like it's really, truly a time I set aside to craft and hang out. And I don't get to craft with people like I used to. I really miss that. It's one aspect of doing this as a business that you kind of sacrifice the, not the ability, but the sort of the ability to do it with other people because of just the way it works when you're running a business and how far ahead you have to be and the planning. And so my paper parties, I always look forward to because I just get to craft and hang out with people who love crafting as much as I do. This last paper party was a little bit difficult because we had the really severe heat wave last week and I could not be in my office. So I did a lot of pre-recorded stuff and then just tried to catch everybody during the party when I could be in a cooler, room just commenting and stuff. But I thought it would be really fun to show you all of the things that we made. So when I do a paper party, you get a set of every single new paper that comes out in the catalog. So for the fall winter catalog, there were 12 papers that we designed from. I designed these 5 and then these 4 for the papers that I got. And then Pip Todman, she designed the other sets. So there was another set of cards like this that everybody got card kits for and then got recorded videos and PDFs for. These were the ones that I designed. I'm going to try to remember which paper it was that I designed for and tell you those details. In the paper party, they got a pre-recorded video showing them how to put the cards together along with a PDF with all of the measurements. This was the black and white paper, which worked perfect for a birthday card. It really made me fall in love with this little doggy. And we did some stamping. It was a happy birthday card. So even though this was the fall winter catalog and it features a lot of holidays, we also did cards that are non-holiday related, such as this birthday one. This one is the sweetest, I think it's called the Sweetest Christmas Sweet. It's in the very front of the catalog, and I loved this. I love these candy canes. I have a couple other projects that I did for some of my other things that we did inside the paper party that I used this sweet for because I just loved it. So this was the next one. And everybody got the paper. They got a set of embellishments. They got all the pieces to make the cards. They got envelopes. So this is Rustic Harvest paper. I just made 2 home decor items for my bathroom for the fall, and I will show you the idea that inspired it. I already hung them up in the front bathroom, but I used this paper. It's so pretty. I really love it. So that was the Rustic Harvest. Then this was the plaid paper. So I wasn't positive what I would do with this. And then I ended up, and funny enough, this is the exact color combo I used in my other cards that you're going to see. But this was the plaid paper, and I did the black and the white. And then I did this one, and it came out so cute. I just fussy cut this guy out. I didn't even have to stamp him and color him, which always makes it really easy when you can do that. And then there's a little snowflake behind him, and I inked that up. And that was fun. So these were my main papers that I did. And then I also designed a set of 4 cards using the host paper, and that host paper is called Celebrate Everything. And I did 4 cards using this paper, and I used the little dog set as my sentiment and image for these cards. So I did these 4 cards, and they were on the same PDF with these cards. So there's this one with the little bow. And at the end of this live, I'm going to have an offer for the digital content of the paper party for a really great price. If you want to come in and check it out and see what the paper party is all about and get all of those items. So those are the 4 cards with the Celebrate Everything. So that was fun. So then the next thing that we do is we have what we like to refer to as paper plays. And Pip does 2 and I do 2. And these are projects that are pre-recorded, already loaded into the party before we even get started. So right away that weekend when you get in there, you have some items that you can do and see. And I did some 12 by 12 layouts, which is going to be a little bit hard to see because I'm on a live with my phone instead of my regular camera that I can zoom out. But I did these simply layered pages. So you put your photos right here. That's where you would put a photo. You can do some journaling here. And then here is a place for photos. So I did this layout here. You know, it's kind of hard to get the whole view of that. And then with that, I did 4 cards. So this was with the memories and more, this page. And then these cards are with the memory and more cards from Stampin' Up, which are like the pocketed scrapbooking cards. Now I made actual just cards, and you can see here I made 4 of them. And then I did a traditional layout. And that is easy to do with these cards. I love this one. I used that transparency sheet that says ho, ho, ho. And then the Santa Claus. Trying to make sure that I keep these on in the shot here. And then I did this one. This was a card that had this scene. And immediately when I saw this card, when I first got the memory and more cards and I was flipping through them, I saw this card and then I thought of our snowman stamp set. And I immediately wanted to make a card using this background and the snowman. And so that's what I did here. And I really love the way this turned out. Adding this little snowman guy was super easy to do. And it just works on that scene. It's like the perfect size. So I did those cards and that layout. That was one of my paper plays. And that was fun. Okay, so the next one I did, I really got carried away with all of the scrapbooking pages. Okay, so here's the next one that I did. I just love this one. So it starts over here. And we have the leaves all layered. And then the next side is this side here. And you can add some journaling right there. Photos in here. This is, you can pop that up. So your photo can go right under there and you don't lose any of that square and it will still look layered. Same thing with the leaf. It's popped up so that you can layer anything underneath there. So there's that first layout. I really love it. It's one of my favorite that I've done in quite some time. So originally I was just going to do the one layout, then I was going to do more cards, but I got carried away. So I ended up doing 2 more 12 by 12 layouts. Here is the next one. so beautiful. I love, again, all the leaves. I used some of my Allie Edwards chipboard in different places and layered a few items I had in hand. And then this says September Memories and then September, and I can add some journaling there. So that was the next layout. And then the very last layout, I did October Stories. And I did it with this really beautiful Night of Navy background. And so that's it. Something just blew over. I am so ecstatic about the weather this week. My whole house is opened up. I've decorated for fall and moved the furniture around, and I've cleaned. And it's so nice. But I heard something blow over, something knocked over. So I did here just, again, some of the chipboard I had on hand. These are die cut leaves, and I added those. My pumpkin right here, it came out crooked, and I didn't realize it until after I had already stuck it down. So I'm just going to not worry about it. I added some wood pumpkins right there. And then just a cute 3x4 card that has some quotes on it, but it matched perfectly with this green. So I really loved that. And I will use these in my scrapbook, in my Project Life album, particularly the September and the October one. I will just stick those right in September and October. So to go along with those layouts and those, because I used the paper, this was one set of cards I did, and this paper is in that same set of designer paper. It's just like a more wintry version. And a fun fact here, I was in my living room and we don't have central heater air. So when I am in the living room, we have a little window AC unit, and we hang a big, huge blanket between our living room and our kitchen so that it is blocked off. And then when the heat is really severe, like it was last week at like 115 degrees, we hang blankets up over the windows, and we have our hutch that we move in the summertime in front of one of our big windows, because we have like 2 huge windows. The windows in the living room are basically 2 of the entire walls of our living room. It is insane how big these windows are. And so we move the hutch in front of one of the windows, and it's just to block out the light and help the sun stay out and help keep the living room cool. And it makes it dark. It makes it like a cave. And I didn't realize that I used the wrong green color. So I used Parakeet Party as my base here, and I wanted to use Granny Apple Green. So then when I brought them into my office to film the videos and everything, I was looking and I was like, those colors don't really match, but it's not terrible. It came out okay. But I just thought it was funny that in the dark, I totally used the wrong color. So I just did some stamping. This I fussy cut out of that paper, and this was a video and a project that I did. And then this was another set of paper in that same paper pack. And again, it was just different. So I wanted to show a different way to be able to use this paper. And I ended up, this was one of my favorite cards, and it was really an afterthought. When I looked at this paper, I was originally going to fussy cut a couple of these layers and then layer them on top just to show you could do that. And what I ended up doing was just doing the circle. So this circle's popped up and this circle is popped up, and one of my gems have got knocked off. There was a gem on here. I can feel the stickiness. So let's take that off there. But I really like the way that this one came out. And then I just stamped a sentiment right in the middle there. And I really like that. It's just a little bit different. Okay, so then my next project that I did was, again, using that candy cane Sweetest Christmas, the paper, and then I used a different stamp set for the sentiments and the little mittens. And then I used gold glimmer paper, and I love the way these came out. I did some embossing on each of these. There's one of these, this one right here. So I'm going to show you a huge mistake that happened. Has this happened to anybody else? So I made the card. I was so excited. I made it. We were in the living room. Kayla and I were watching Heartland on Netflix. And I was so excited, and I made it, I put it together, and I was like, Kayla, look at my card. And I like held it up, and it like fell like this. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, oh no, I totally messed it up. And she said, who says a card has to open up from the top? Like, who made that a rule? Like, maybe you just made the coolest card and it opens up from the bottom. So I was like, well, I'm going to leave it like that. It just makes it special. So these are the two that I made. So this was a full video of that project. And then the next project I did with that same set of paper is this. And these are little treat bags that you can get in the fall winter catalog. I missed them the first time, honestly, because they're up in the corner of a page and I just totally overlooked them. I took some glimmer paper and I didn't even glue this down. I figure whoever gets this, whenever I use this as a gift, I'll give it to somebody crafty so that they can pull out the glimmer paper and use it for something. That is always nice. But even when the bag is open, just because of the way these bags are designed, that paper really stays nestled right up there by those, and it makes the stars glimmer. And then I have the candy canes on there, and I'll just keep that in I have a little box where I keep all my pretty packaging items so that I can just, grab them when I need to and pull them out. And so I'll just stick that right in that box, and then I'll have it. And I just did Christmas cheer, something real simple. You could also use this on a card front. If you did not want to do the bag, if you're not into pretty packaging, you could always just use it as the card front too. Okay, the next project that I did, this was a pre-recorded video. Again, I ended up just picking, and I didn't realize this at the time, but my other card, I did red and black as well. And I just didn't even realize that until right now, until I was filming this video, is that my other card was red and black. I don't know. I guess I just am drawn to those patterns. So for this one, I did a card that is just like love. So, and it has a white panel inside. Since it's red, I used cherry cobbler cardstock, which is a really deep red. And then I just picked several of those designs. I did the heart with the X and O. That is from the Celebrate with Tags stamp set. And then I added the gold pearls. And then the next one I did was this Sending Wishes for a Cool Christmas. And it has these snowflakes. Now, I wish I would have done 3 snowflakes. If I was thinking properly, I might have done like 2 red and 1 white, or 2 white and 1 red. Or I could have done a red, a white, and a black. That might have been good as well, but I wanted to showcase this paper. This plaid paper is really, let's grab this one and look at it. It's really amazing for so many different occasions. Like we have a Christmas one, love, and then this one is a Christmas one as well, but kind of winter. So I loved this. This was another project. And then I did 2 lives, which I typically like to do more than, I typically do all of my projects live in a paper party. But again, because I couldn't be down in my office, I couldn't be live. It was like 93 to 95 down here in my office all week last week. So I did a live on Saturday morning, and then I did a live on Sunday morning. This was my live from Sunday morning. And I just took 2 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 pieces of this paper, colored it the exact same way, added glitter and then put them in 2 frames, and that's what I hung up in our bathroom. That is in our main living area. I hung 2 of those up for fall, for my fall decor, and I loved it. So I just took this paper. This paper is from the Rustic Harvest paper. It was one of the pieces. The back side is black and white, and all of these leaves were just white. And I took my my blends and my writer markers, and I used them to color this. And I did a little bit of blending, very, very minimal blending, really. And then I sprayed it with glitter, and you can totally see that glitter a little bit better in the lighting here. And it just came out gorgeous. And then I did thank you. So I really like that. And I really like them, those framed pieces in my bathroom for fall. I love it. And then the last project I did, which was actually my live on Saturday morning, were these tags right here. And I love the way these came out. I only wish that I would have put the green ribbon on here and the gold ribbon on here. I think that I would have liked that better, but I did a Be Jolly tag here. This is just the back side. Like, so this design here is what's on here, and then that's just the back side. So I did Be Jolly with those gold snowflakes that turned out so beautiful. And then on this one, I did XO. And you could use this for a Valentine's Day gift for sure, but you could also use it for Christmas. I think that it would still work for Christmas. So I did that. And then I did this one. And this one, I folded the paper together. I added the ribbon and then the gold heart and the mittens. And then I just put a piece of basic white on the back here. And that's so you can write, you know, to and from, or the person or whatever. But this ended up being thicker because I glued the pieces together. This die actually cuts the die cuts it like this. So you can fold it like I did with this one, or on this one, I cut it. Oh, and that paper is ripped. I pulled that way too tight and I think it totally ripped the paper. So I really love the way these came out. These were fun to make, and I did that on a live. So those are all my paper party projects. Like I said, it was too hot to be here in my office yesterday or last week, so I had not been in here, and I just got back in here yesterday and today, and I just got everything cleaned up and picked up from my lives, and I'm going to put all these projects away, put these layouts in my album, and get everything put away. And then on Friday, I will have another card making video for you guys. I normally do like memory keeping, scrapbooking on Fridays, but I have something that needs to get released on Friday. So I will be back with a video for you guys on Friday, and I will get my YouTube channel here updated along with my blog. And then in the YouTube description, if you're interested in checking out the paper party, I will have a sale happening for 2 weeks, and the digital items for the paper party will be $7.99. And when you purchase that, you will get access to the Facebook group that has all of the projects. That has all of Pip's projects. She did Zoom craft along with everybody. She did other projects. She did her paper plays, her recorded videos for her cards. And then, so you get access to the Facebook group that has all of that. Then you will get access to a website page that has all of the videos, all of the PDFs, everything very, very organized. So if you're not on Facebook, it's totally okay. You will get a password protected website page from me. That page is not up yet. So if you purchase between Tuesday and Thursday, The website page is not up. It will not be up until Friday. It just takes me time to download everything, get everything uploaded to Facebook or to YouTube, and then get it written onto my blog. And then Pip has to do the same thing. She has to download all of her content, upload it to YouTube, get me the links. It's just a very long process. So the website page will be up at the end of the week, but you will have access to the Facebook group where everything is very organized and you can go in and see all the videos and have all the PDFs. So it's $7.99 for all the digital content. And I will leave a link in the YouTube description if you are interested in purchasing that. You can just click on it and purchase it. And then you can check it out. And then maybe for our next paper party, which will be for the occasions catalog, maybe you would love to join us for the actual paper party itself. So thank you guys so much for popping on here. Whoops. I do not want to rotate my phone. Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will chat with you guys on Friday with my next video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.